Welcome to Morning Joan, the hottest podcast in town where we dish out all the latest news and gossip. I'm your host, Joan, and I'm so glad you're joining me today. We've got a fantastic show lined up for you, but first, let's get into the world of entertainment. The 79th Annual Tony Awards are just around the corner, and we've got the scoop on all the nominees. From the best plays to the best musicals, the competition is fierce this year. We're seeing some amazing talent nominated, including Ruben Santiago Hudson for his role in August Wilson's Joe Turner's Come and Gone, and Laurie Metcalf for her performance in Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. And let's not forget about the musicals. Schmigadoon, The Lost Boys and Cats, The Jellicle Ball are all up for several awards. But it's not just about the nominees, we're also excited to see who will be performing at the ceremony. Rachel Dratch, Andre DeShields, and Ben Levi Ross are just a few of the talented artists who will be taking the stage. And with Michael Arden, Lear de Bessonet, and Christopher Gattelli all up for Best Direction of a Musical, we know the performances are going to be top-notch. The Tony Awards will be broadcast live on CBS and streamed on Paramount Plus, starting at 8 p.m. PT on Sunday, so make sure to tune in to see all the glamour and excitement. And don't worry if you miss it, we'll have all the highlights and winners right here on Morning Joan. We'll be right back with more tea on Morning Joan. Welcome back to Morning Joan, darlings. We've got a piping hot cup of tea for you, straight from the world of K-pop. You know I love a good collaboration, and this one's got all the makings of a chart-topping hit. Ali SS Seraphim, Islet, and Katsy are joining forces for a digital single titled Iconic by Mistake, set to drop on June 12th. Now, I know what you're thinking, what's the tea behind this trio? Well, let me tell you, these three groups represent the best of HYBE's fourth-generation strategy, with LESS Seraphim bringing their commercial dominance, Islet adding a dash of critical debate, and Katsy injecting some global flair as the only Western-rooted girl group in the lineup. Now, I've got to say, I'm intrigued by the shared visual identity across all three groups. It suggests a coordinated creative direction, rather than just a thrown-together compilation. And can we talk about the fact that they're performing live on Net's M Countdown just ahead of the single's release? That's what I call a strategic move, darlings. But here's the thing, cross-group collaborations within K-pop are not new, and they often come with a bit of fanfare. So, what makes Iconic by Mistake so special? Is it just a clever marketing ploy? Or is there something more to it? I think it's a bit of both, if you ask me. HYB's clearly trying to make a statement with this collaboration, showcasing their diverse range of talent and appeal. And let's not forget, Katsy is gearing up for their first headline world tour, minus Man and Bannerman, of course. I've got my eyes on these girls and I think they're going to bring the house down. So, there you have it, Iconic by Mistake, by Katsy, Islet, and Lee. A Seraphim is set to drop on June 12th, with a music video pre-release on June 11th. Mark your calendars, darlings. Welcome back to Morning Joan. We're wrapping up today's show with a juicy update from the world of vampires and rock stars. You guys know I love a good drama, and it seems like the vampire Lestat is serving up plenty of it in the new season of Interview with the Vampire. So, let's dive right in. The season premiere kicks off with an auction, where Louis, Armand, and Raglan are all bidding on a mysterious music box curated by none other than Lestat himself. But here's the twist. The box comes with a vinyl pressing called The Failures, which is essentially an audio history of the events that led to a global catastrophe. Now, I know what you're thinking. What kind of catastrophe are we talking about? Well, according to Lestat's narration, it seems like there was some kind of attempted genocide that targeted people with Y chromosomes. Yeah, it's as dark as it sounds. And while Lestat isn't taking full responsibility for the disaster, he does admit to making a contribution. We also get a glimpse into the aftermath of this catastrophe, with Louis and Armand sporting some serious scars, both physical and emotional. And as for Daniel and Lestat, well, let's just say their story is still unfolding. It's clear that this season of Interview with the Vampire is going to be a wild ride, full of drama, intrigue, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. So, if you're as hooked as I am, be sure to tune in and find out what happens next. That's all for today's Morning Joan. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, stay fabulous.